Hello. Sorry, I was editing something and I was trying to find the right wording, and I didn't realize that the 1 o'clock hour had already started. So apologies. Let me save this. Which also sort of answers what I am doing today, is that I am in the edits today. At least for right now. I'm starting with the edits, and we shall see how long my brain can handle the edits. Hopefully it'll be for a good solid chunk of time. And then I will be able to switch to some more fun drafting things. Hopefully it'll be fun anyway. I have, I think, a fun scene left as my reward for getting this section edited. So that's the thing. And also, apologies, my hair is like at the length where it's like, I don't necessarily know what to do with it other than just like put it up. So, and I've been putting it up for work. So I'm trying to kind of leave it down, but I also know that when it's down, I tend to play with it more. So it will probably get the giant lobster claw clip at some point soon. But how are we? Are we feeling good? Are we how is your Monday going? My Monday is going pretty well. Picked up mom. She's back from Colorado from the visit to the brother's family over there. So she's now home safely. I stopped by the police station and picked up the incident report from when some tomfooler just lobbed a bottle of whatever at the front of my car. So got that picked up. He was not able to find the bottle, apparently. So that was written in the report. That was one of the things I wanted to look at, was what he had categorized it as, and if he had found the bottle. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just, so I've gotten, like, picked up mom, did the stop by at the police station. I've already started my edits. So far, like, not bad for today. I also like unloaded the dishwasher and all that kind of like fun household things. So yeah, day off is going productively, I guess. So that's how things are going. But how are y'all? So Rachel says, you're going to be here, but you're dealing with a Zoom meeting for a little bit. Good luck, everyone. Gotcha. This is where I asked, what do you want to get accomplished today? So I'm hoping I can finish this section for editing, and then I can draft at least the one scene, hopefully, or at least get started on it, but hopefully the whole thing. T. Thorne says, I'd like to finish writing this cozy fantasy novella so that I can hit my deadline. You can do it. Yes. Elizabeth says, I want to get ahead on my word count for one draft and then brainstorm another. Nice. Regina is also deep into revisions today. Gotcha. Hello. Welcome. Stacy also says hello. And Monique says, hey, everyone. You're working on a seriously emotional scene in chapter 15. Jane is going to be having a panic attack, and you don't want to write this one alone, which makes sense. Yes. Regina says it's a brilliant idea to come and write with others when that is the case. Yes. And I'm here. Yay. Editing is hard. Editing is hard. Like finding the right words, matching what you have, like the voice that you've been writing, like you wrote months ago type of thing. Like getting back into that is hard. So yes, Mama Maggie is here and says, hello, lovelies. Hello. How are you? Regina is excited to see Mama Maggie. And Ty is here. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Mama Maggie says, finishing editing and rewriting of your Nano 2022 project. Nice. Nice. So several of us are editing and revising. Heather says, hello. Hello. You like the hair, this link? I like it in that it's long enough to put up completely, and I can also do like a little short stubby braid, but I really don't do much with it other than just like put it up in a ponytail or put it up in a clip. and flop it around from one side to the other, as evidenced by my current behavior. But thank you. I appreciate it. Heather says, I'm recovering from being out of town myself. Yes, because you went to the writer's block party that was put on by a con down in Florida. So how was that? Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you vlogged it and you're going to put up a vlog for us. I don't know. We'll have to see. Regina says, I did 45 minutes of revision while waiting for the stream. Nice. Excellent. And you're also doing laundry. So yes, combine the writing with the productivity in the household. Yes, yes. Monique says, I'm on my last week of work until the new school year. How long of a break do you have? I'm curious. Because I know like my nephew's school ends this week, the end of this week, as do most of the Georgia schools. Teachers will sometimes have to come back for not Memorial Day itself, but like the 2 or 3 days after. So fun times. Heather says, I was watching a bit of a reaction video while eating lunch. Now you need to plan your week and get into your DMs. Yeah, matching the voice of previous years or months. Yeah, you're also facing that challenge. Yeah, because it's so funny because even if I go back to like Project Gray, my massive mess of a draft, and I'm trying to write, I'm like, wow, I have grown so much as a writer that it no longer, like I can see things that need to be fixed, which is one, good, but also it can be frustrating because you're like, oh man, I gotta redo like all of this. But you also like, you want to keep sort of authentic to the character that was in your head. But sometimes matching that after you have grown so much is a little hard. But I mean, I've heard, I mean, that's maybe one of the reasons why we shouldn't wait too long in between drafts. Because you lose that sense of appreciation sometimes for like what the character is, and like how young or old or whatever point of life they are in. So sometimes the voice can be challenging. Yeah. I mean, voice in general is challenging. Heather says, hi, it's Monique. This is your last week of work. Your son's last day of his senior year is Thursday. Ooh, that's an exciting milestone for you. CB says, hello. Hello. Welcome. Yes, you got that right in terms of the writer's block party. Yes. Monique says, I go by the local school district's calendar. Don't want to go into too much. Yeah. Gotcha. The point is only 2 days of tutoring this week. Nice. Mom Maggie says, the research rabbit hole. Mokme Gane wedding rings. Ooh. Layers of red, yellow, and white gold to create a wood grain look in metal. Ooh. Okay. Let me just look at this somewhere. Mokume Gane ring. Gane, I think is like steel or metal. Is that right? I'm trying to remember my Japanese. I think Gane is like a term for metal. I may be incorrect, but ooh, yeah, this is cool. Ooh, that's a Damascus one. Those do look very cool. Am I sharing this properly? Can you see this? Yes. Okay. So like if I click on this one, where else did I want to go somewhere else? Oh, look at the price tag on that sucker. Okay. Let me, so this one's from Etsy. So it's very, very pretty. Yes. But like that price tag is, a bit much for me. Yikes. But then again, like, for me, I think I would rather spend that kind of money on a ring that you're going to wear every day rather than like a dress that you're going to wear once. So I don't know. Maybe that makes me weird. I don't know. So I did see a video recently where a lady had a very simple silk, I think it was silk, maybe it was silk, wedding dress, and decided to dye it sort of like a not quite burgundy, but like kind of burgundy shade of wine red, in order to be able to wear it again for other occasions, and it turned out absolutely gorgeous. So things like that. I don't know. But yes, so very pretty wood grain simulation rings. They look very cool. Heather says, you did do a bit of blogging, but not as much as you would have liked. It was super hot. Yeah. And we're not even into real summertime yet, which is frustrating. So, but then again, it's Florida. So CB's printer broke on Saturday. Oh no, you changed the ink and it refused to print properly. So it's been replaced. And once there's someone who isn't Homer Simpson here, it will get set up. Gotcha. Stacy says, just realized it's my oldest your oldest last day is Thursday. Her sister has another week. Oh, so they're mismatched. Okay, I think I remember why, but okay. Megan says, hello. Heather also Googled the rings too. Yes. CB says those rings are gorgeous, but I can't wear gold. Ooh. That can be frustrating because, yeah. Regina says, me neither. I love looking at jewelry, but I'm allergic to 9 different metals and gold is one of them. Wow. Yeah, Mom is allergic to most metals. Not all, but most. And her wedding ring, they had to change out her bands to be a little bigger so that she can wear them loosely. But if they have too much contact, her skin will start to react to them. So like she can't wear necklaces that have metal clasps. She can't do earrings. That's how she got or triggered the allergy or realized it at the same time, because the doctors, when they pierced her ears when she was like 19 or so, they told her to clean her ears with isopropyl alcohol. So she developed an allergy to the metals as well as isopropyl alcohol at the same time. So whenever she has to go get shots at the doctor, she always has to remind them, like, you cannot clean my arm with isopropyl alcohol. You cannot. So they have to go and like swap out whatever they were going to clean her arm with. So what is it? I think they use betadine. Is that the right thing? When they do her shots and things now. So, but she always has to remind them before they approach her with the needle. She's like, hang on. So, fun times. Monique says, ready for the cards and sprinting. Yes, we'll get there soon. CB's also allergic to nickel as well as gold. Interestingly enough, I am allergic to sterling silver in my ears. So like these that you see, these are like the cheapo ones. My ears don't seem to mind if they are not nickel free, but if it's sterling silver, I cannot wear them for more than about 30 to 45 minutes. And then my ears start to like itch inside. It's not fun. So like all the really cute silver earrings that you see at like the Renfest, they're all done with sterling silver. And so I wanted so badly to be able to use them. And like I have a couple of like really cute dragon ones that I just couldn't pass up, but like I just wear them for very, very, very short amounts of time and then have to take them out. Heather says the event was so hot that they ended it 2.5 hours early. Oh goodness, that is definitely hot. Stacy says they go to 2 different schools, one public. Yes, that was what I was remembering. Yes. Megan says I'm also allergic to sterling silver in my ears only. Oh, your belly button is fine. Interesting. That is interesting. CB's skin blisters with anything containing nickel. It's horrible. Wow. Yikes. Mom Maggie says, this is why finishing the Revelation Night trilogy has been such a nightmare. The first 2 books are pre-pandemic. Yeah, so that's like a whole world of like different viewpoints. Like life has changed. Sisterhood of Metal Allergies. Yes. Betadine is the right thing. Okay. Yes, yes. The dystopian first draft was 20 or 30 years ago. Yeah, the years in between, months in between, time in between. Yeah. Cool Gamer says, hey, hello. CB says, when I got my clarinet, I had to make sure it was silver plated and not nickel plated keys. Oh, that is definitely a thing that I had not considered. But yeah, nickel is one of the most common metal allergies. I would agree with that, which is why you see most things, most cheaper sets of jewelry and earrings that you see are like the, they'll advertise it as like, nickel free or allergen friendly or whatever. But I've also had, I went one time with a friend of mine to a tattoo and piercing shop because they were going to get something, a replacement bar. And I talked to the tattoo / piercer person. And I mentioned that I was allergic to sterling silver. And he goes, no, you're not. I was like, excuse you, what? So I've also had people react very strangely to me telling them that I am allergic to sterling silver in my ears, because apparently that's not as common as you would think. Anyway, okay, we have the danger noodle for today. We have the nope rope. That's what we have, because that's what I just pulled. So it's a good little danger noodle for us, though. So, all right, here we go. So I've got my little card on there so that you can't see it. Okay, so danger noodle, nope rope will be appearing in 3, 2, 1. Danger noodle on the screen. So here's our snake friend. Time to heal. All of us need healing at times, and when the snake spirit appears, it is time to repair, renew, and replenish yourself and your vulnerable heart. Self-care and maintenance work are needed so that your vitality can arise. Give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being. Vulnerability is necessary for friendships and partnerships to work, which means all of us will have tender emotions at times. Be gentle with yourself and others now. Shed the past and step into the new way of being, for vitality is rising within you. This may be a good time to honor the work that you have already done to heal, grow, and repair any damage within you, within those you care about, and within your community. Celebrate together how far all of you have come in your healing journeys and all that you have created. Unburden yourself of anything that no longer supports wellness, prosperity, positive relationships, and well-being, and open the door for healing to occur. All right. Our danger noodle snake has disappeared. You may look again if you have an aversion to nope ropes. Okay, you figured it out when you were wearing a wrist brace. You had this cute little bunny necklace that you had to get rid of because of the allergy, and a cool rated R superstar necklace that made my neck go all scaly. Oh no. But I'll say yes. Hello, snake. Monique says this card fits with Jane. Might need to look for some Reputation era songs that fit the scene. Gotcha. All right, let's get to writing. Should I make a snake timer? I don't know that there would be a graphic on Canva that I could use, but I could see. Okay. Let's do this sprinty sprint. One, make sure that if you've already been working today, save your document. If not, now's a fantastic time to pull up whatever document or documents that you plan on working with. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how do we do? I think I have gotten the editing of that section done. At least for right now, I think I have gotten it done. I also printed off a checklist of things that I had wanted to get done, and I have gone and sort of like marked up which ones I have already attended to. And so I've got a couple of things that are like halfway done that hopefully I'll be able to. So I think I'm going to take this second sprint and sort of like try and get a couple of those done in terms of like fixing things in this document, but also like adding things to my my timeline for this next quarter, because believe it or not, quarter 2 is almost done. It's like almost 2/3 done. Can you believe that? I still never put up a number 2 up there. I think what I'm going to have to do is like glue a magnet up there and like just make some laminated numbers just to like make that more easy for me, I guess. I don't know. I just have to make sure I don't like glue the wrong side to the campus. You know, all those things. Okay. Let's see. How do we do? Oh, Megan had some exciting news. You got an interview request for a job as a receptionist for an oral surgeon, which is exciting, and hopefully not a scam like some of the interviews that you have run across. So yay. That's exciting. Cross my fingers for you. And then Monique had a question. Would it be bad if Jane's friend assumed that Connor showing up at the date with a new girl and dumping her, the friend, is basically Jane's fault? Or could it be more like, I'm not saying it's your fault, but I just want to understand what happened? So I tend to think that the normal reaction, or a more normal reaction, rather than blaming Jane as sort of like a third part, like not even in the relationship, it would be more like the friend would blame the new girl, because I have seen that played out many, many times, rather than, but yeah, so I think it would be more like the friend would probably assume that the new girl had been like eyeing up her guy and like stole him, type of thing. Because that seems to be a more common instant or visceral reaction, rather than like, what does Jane have to do with it? Like that might be after, but yeah. So, context: Jane is trying to get Connor, her now ex, away from the vampire that shows up at the dance. The vampire is incognito. So Connor is Jane's ex. Okay, so I misunderstood that. However, Jane's friend Letitia wants Jane to explain what's going on. Like, why is Connor with a new girl? Jane can't exactly explain. Okay, so you could just do okay, that's the bit that I was confused about. Okay, so in that case, friend wants to know if Connor is cheating or not, and if they have broken up. Has Jane already explained to friend Letitia, Letty. I'll just call her Letty because right at the moment, I don't know. So has Jane explained that they have broken up, or is this the first that she has heard of it? He dumped her at the homecoming dance. He's also with a new girl. So is this something that is like just now happening, or like the homecoming dance was a couple chapters ago. Now we're in a new event. I'm sorry. Timeline is not in my brain yet. I'm sure at some point I will get it, but also if the breakup was very public, and the friend already knows about the breakup, then as a friend, she might be more of like, oh, who is that so-and-so think she is? I don't know. Or might be a little more likely to blame Connor. It depends on what kind of attitude the friend would normally have. Like, is this just like a nosy person who wants to be all up in everybody's business? Or is she like a true friend who's going to have Jane's back and type? So it kind of depends on how you have built the character of the friend. I would think is how that reaction would go, is how you have built that character. Ashley says, hi, hello, welcome. Ooh, Regina's revisions are going well. Fantastic. Ashley's also editing. Yay. Hooray for us editing. 99 words of Age of Ultron. Excellent CB. And Ashley is also revising and editing. Yes, still good. Well, I mean, these are very, very much to me the same thing. So, Mama Maggie says, picked a wedding set for my book because of the rabbit hole. Yes. Yes. Heather messaged the AuthorTube Writing Conference panelists. I think Mama Maggie is referring to the research rabbit hole that went on a little bit earlier, and we were talking about, let me see if I can scroll up and highlight it. Mokumegane rings, layers of red, yellow, and white gold created to look like wood grain in a metal ring. They look very cool. I highly suggest you Google image it. They look very cool. So, Regina just rewrote the last 1,000 words of chapter 8. Now on to chapter 9. Excellent. Okay. Ashley has an update on your Shopify bookstore. You had your best day yet yesterday. Yay! However, sales have tanked today because it's a Monday. Yeah, people do tend to spend more money on like Friday through Sunday, I think. I think so. Yes. Mom Maggie says, okay. You're welcome. Subi says, I'm getting to that point. I have 1 week exactly to finish book 2. Nice. Gotta love those deadlines that help you get stuff done or give you the impetus to get stuff done. Okay. Share the screen. Also, just like, look at this weird little owl over here. Just looks so strange. Not the angle we normally see owls from. But anyway. Okay, so sprint number 2. I'll be trying to get a couple of the admin things done. Hopefully I will get done within the maybe 20 minutes. That way I'll have 10 minutes left to get started. That's my kind of goal. We'll see if that happens. But yeah, so 1, save your document or documents as I have open. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check, and make sure that you're not slouching too much. 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one, whether it's for snacks, for refilling your drinks, for petting your pets, attending to whatever your significant other needs, or your children, all that kind of thing. But if you need a break, take a break. So here we go, 30 minutes. Don't forget to do your self-promo during this sprint. And I will see y'all on the other side in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right. How did we do? Thank you very much, Mama Maggie, for doing the link parade. I'm trying to go through and set up some things for July for myself. I'm hoping that I have one more of a particular type of sticker for I had 3 and I would like 4, and since I have 2 of this particular sticker set, I should hopefully be able to find another one, but we shall see. How'd we do? Let me scroll back up and see where the self-promo starts. Regina is asking, Ashley, do you find more sales on Shopify than on Amazon? Is it worth setting up an account there? Heather says, I sent the DMs out to everyone via most of the social media that your panelists use, plus email. That should cover all the bases. Yes, hopefully so. Megan says, if you're looking for a little bit of historical mystery, that's totally true. Check out the post from this Thursday, or this past Thursday, Megan's Substack on Edith Taylor. Or you can see everything that Megan is doing on the web here at the link tree. Monica's going to go check on the meatloaf. T. Thorne says, got 1,100 words written. Nice. Now for lunch. Excellent. Yes. Thanks for hosting. You might be back if things are still going then. We will hope to see you soon then. Heather says, do you have a manuscript ready for an editor? Do you need a line editor, copy editor, proofreader who will work with you and not against you to make your voice shine? Heather may be a good fit. To request an editing quote and or free sample, you can contact Heather at the various social media. And here is Heather's link tree. And Heather also streams Tuesday, Thursdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. And here is the channel link. Rachel says, made it back, self-promo. Most of my links can be found in the About section of the description in the YouTube videos and channel. Your book is also on sale until June 20th. Nice. Mama Maggie says, here's my Amazon page with my latest book from the Pagosa Cliffs series. Some anemones are blue, and launching on May 31st. So here is Mama Maggie's Amazon page. Heather says, in addition to social media and Linktree, there's also links for Etsy and coffee shops where you always have ways to personalize art, bookmarks, and notebooks for you. Mama Maggie says, please follow your fellow sprinters. Make sure you are right-clicking and opening in a new tab to make sure you are subscribed. Here is Rachel's channel. Here is T. Thorne's channel. Here is Monique's or Miss Ocampo Wright's channel. Here is Regina's channel. Here's CB's channel. Here is Ashley's channel. Here is Stacy's channel. Heather says, also, just so everybody knows, when you got into Facebook, you heard JC Carpenter is having a hard time. Make sure you check out Eva's posts. Gotcha. CB is fixing headings and 4 to go. Excellent. Through most of them then. Stacy says, I'm getting through work, so I am also pleased that you have been out at it all morning, so you're kind of running out of steam. Yeah, I know that feeling. Okay, so here is JC's GoFundMe. Thank you for providing that, Mama Maggie. Regina says, working on chapter 9 after having a slice of pizza. for lunch, but you're in work mode now. Revised writer, hello, welcome. Coffee was had, so now you will get some words. Yes. Rachel says, I am pulling my documents for book 1 and creating a new revised version. My co-author and I have decided to add back all the juicy scenes and make a special edition. Nice. Spicy. Okay. So I'm not quite done with what I had hoped to, sort of like admin and looking at quarter 3 wise. So I'm going to continue to do that for a little bit, but I do still have my document open. And I do have a couple things written in there for where I want this scene to go, so that when I get that like stray thought of like, aha, here's how to fix that, I'll be able to just pop into that. Okay, so here we go. Let's do another sprinty sprint. I don't think I'm going to be honest, I don't think I can concentrate for 45 minutes, but we will use the third teapot timer and scroll that down. Need to also change this. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to scroll this down. It's 2:35, so let's do a 25 and see how we feel at the top of the hour. So close. Okay. There we go. All right, so here's your reminders. 1, save your document and all the wonderful progress that we are making. 2, make sure that you take a sip of whatever it is that you are hydrating, whether it is water or caffeine inducing. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Most of that sprint was still spent dealing with the planners and things for quarter 3. But I have gone ahead and started working on drafting the new scene. I also took a little bit of time and went and watched a little bit of JC's latest video. She posted it today, I think. And in the description are a couple of links, including her Ko-fi coffee and her GoFundMe. And the text in the GoFundMe explains that she and her family were evicted with like 5 minutes notice to grab what they could. And so she has lost a great deal, apparently. She says that her neighbor and some church friends were able to get her an inn for the weekend. And she was able to get some storage for some of their things, but that she has lost a great deal. So that's heartbreaking. And I've not seen Eva's post because I know, I think Heather mentioned it was on Facebook. And I have not gone to Facebook in quite some time. So I will have to do that after the stream. But again, Mama Maggie posted the link to the GoFundMe, and I posted the link to the latest video, which has links in the description. So yeah. Ashley says, I thought there was a process to evict tenants. There usually is. But there's not been any sort of explanation in terms of like reasoning, if there is a reason. So I don't know. Because like my brain was like, well, was there something wrong with the property itself and it's having to be condemned? And so, but then you would like, again, there should be some sort of like notification for that kind of thing. So I don't know. Again, like my thought process was like, yeah, there's supposed to be like notification, not 5 minutes. So I don't know. So lost her desk, her writing setup, all of her recording equipment. Yeah. The GoFundMe page mentions that she and her daughter lost a great deal of their clothes because they couldn't store it all. So it's not good. So yeah. Hopefully she's still got her computer, because that will allow her to continue to work and have some sort of like contact with the world, which is good. So Rachel says, wound up cleaning the rest of your office and dealing with a tax phone call, so you'll have to start over on your other project. Gotcha. I don't know what the process would be, and if it's like something that the landlord like decided to either trash or sell, or other people came and picked up off the curb. I don't know. So Regina says, I usually keep up their videos, but I haven't seen it yet today. Her video is mostly her weekly vlog prior to Friday. She has a note sort of like at the beginning and the end of the video about the situation. So yeah, fingers are crossed that she gets the funding she needs. I wish you were in the position to help out some. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I don't know how much I'll be able to help, but I'll definitely try to do a little bit. Heather says, hubby says that's not legal. Yeah. So I'm not sure the bounds of this. And whether or not JC will be able to seek legal counsel. So, and if she did, like, would she be able to find someone who would work pro bono, or whether or not she would have to pay for that? So it's, shouldn't be legal. It should not be legal. The laws are different from state to state and even city to city. Yeah, that's the one that's very frustrating for me, because like you think you know that one thing is right, and then it's everything is different. So Megan says, you're trying to work on your next Substack post. You're trying to write about how you got lupus, but you're struggling to come up with a memory that illustrates the before times. Do you have any photos or videos of you beforehand? Maybe that would trigger something, or if there's like a particular food that brings back all the nostalgia, things like that. I always thought tenants had a lot of rights, like 30 days notice to move and all. And yeah, generally, most times they do. Yeah, that's like. So I don't know what the situation is again, and I mean, I don't really know, and I'm not sure exactly, because I always try to sort of like limit the amount of personal information that I either have access to or know about, just because I know that, like, talking about like where people live, when that gets out on the internet, there's some weirdos that they don't deserve to know where people live. We'll just put it that way. So I don't know details of where JC lives. So I can't like pinpoint what the laws there would be, or even really Google what it would be. So, but yeah, generally there are rules and rights that tenants have. So if the landlords had already sent them eviction notices, but they were still in residence, then they can have the sheriff's office kick them out after a certain number of days. And that's in North Carolina. Yeah. And that is sort of like a general rule. Yeah. But it seems like it was very, very unexpected. So I don't know. And it's like, if the landlord has sold the property but not told you, then what? I don't know what the rights are there. So I don't know. Yeah, there's so many people that are in power that are not doing things that they should be doing, on both sides of the spectrum. We'll just say that. Megan says, I have no photos or videos or anything since 2016-ish, but maybe food will help. Maybe, because sometimes food and smells will trigger that memory. It's not helpful for one thing, and then no, laws are weird. So laws vary state to state and situation. Yeah, agreed. There are a lot of shady landlords, but she lived there long. Yeah, that was what she was like there for like 23 years or something. Yeah, so there was definitely some stuff, I think, going on behind the scenes that they must not have informed JC of, is all I can think of. Like, yeah, so like Jen says, or if they lost the house in foreclosure and didn't tell her. Yeah. So if someone else, but still, like, and so the landlord would have been getting notices rather than that the tenants. I don't know. Like, that, it seems weird, but this is all like speculation from my point, because again, we don't know anything yet. Hopefully once JC and her family are safe and feel like they have gotten enough information themselves, if they decide to let others know, that's when we will gain some information. But again, I'm not going to pry when it's a stressful time. So CB says, without going into massive detail, you know someone who had a snake for a landlord at one point. Yeah. Jen says that happened to me years ago, but they were cool and stopped charging rent. When we moved out, the bank changed the locks and whatever else was in there stayed. Yeah, see, that makes sense, though. In Colorado, there was a case where the deceased landlord's heir sold an apartment property and didn't notify the tenants. The new owner's plans to raise it, and the heir never told them. Ugh. Yeah, that's scary. Because just one day, like, bulldozers are going to show up outside your door. And then, like, you're like, what's going on? They're like, we're here to bulldoze your home. It's, like, terrifying. And I laugh because that's the only thing I can do. Dozen families were evicted and the building was torn down before an injunction could be filed. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Well, it is 3:12. And I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I know that 4:00 Mondays is usually Glory's time. So in about 45 minutes, Glory should be on. And yeah. So y'all make sure you go and watch JC's video and support JC in any way you can by sharing, etc. And have a good day. Don't forget to save. I don't know when my next stream will be because I am scheduled to work through Friday, and then the new schedule for next week has not come out yet. So I do not know when the next stream will be. So yeah. All right, y'all. Again, don't forget to save, and I will see y'all hopefully in the evenings in some chats or sometime soon for a next sprinty session. All right. Bye.